started recording.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Welcome to X to the Y to the Z. No, X, Y to the Z. Booyah. I got it.
X to the Y to the Z.
We in the house. I'm X.
And I'm Generation Y.
And we'll be having some baby boomers and some Generation Zs drop in on the scene from time to time. So, we are a new hit YouTube show. And we're going to discuss generational things between the generations, music, love, happiness, sadness, whatever. We're going to look at it through the lens. What'd you say?
Craziness.
And the craziness. And we're going to look at it through the lens of the generations. All right. So, our theme today is going to be, what's it going to be? Why? So I'm Darso Radiant, and I am Generation X. Hey.
I'm I Diamond Me on YouTube. And
that's Kaya. And Kaya is Generation what?
Generation Y. Generation Y.
Y. Can you make a Y? Right? Mine is still the dopest because we the X.
Yeah.
So I guess what we'll start out with before we start out with, that is not a gang sign for the Generation X people. That is not a gang sign. So I guess what we could do before we get into our topic is drop our word on the street. And what is the word on the street, Kai? You know, you remember what we're doing today for the word on the street? Our word on the street is dun, 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 dun. Can I get a drum roll? That was something. Okay, so the word on the street today is that Generation Z has declared, listen, that skinny jeans are dead. That is the word on the street. Generation Z has declared the skinny jeans are dead. What you think?
Was they not fitting the jeans right or something?
That's a good thought. I don't know why you're going to read the article. There's an article on Refinery 29. I guess you can go to their website or go to their Instagram. That's where the article is. It's on Refinery 29. And they said the Generation Z has declared skinny jeans dead. And that's barely, they said it's barely, 2 months into the new year. But I don't know. But maybe it's just dead for them because we might still be wearing skinny jeans. Who knows?
Do you wear skinny jeans?
I have some in my closet. And I do wear them from time to time.
Yeah, I still have skinny jeans.
Yeah.
I
wonder, because I haven't read the entire article, but I wonder what we're going to. So we done did bell bottoms, and we done did bell bottoms again. Like we did bell bottoms like early in the 2000s again too, like in the 70s and two. So like we done did bell bottoms, we done did the boot cut. Now we done did skinny jeans. Like I wonder what we gonna do. What they plan on wearing? I wonder.
That's a good question.
Yeah, we're gonna do more research and we're gonna have an answer on our next show. But we did want to know let y'all know that's the word on the street. So y'all can be like thinking about what's going on in the world of fashion. Dum, 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 dum. All right. That's our word on the street. So what's our topic for today? What we gonna discuss?
What do you feel like discussing?
I think we can just talk about maybe just talk about life in general and how we see it from two different perspectives, and what what um what your generation has brought to certain things and what my generation has brought to certain things. And then we can maybe talk about how in how we work together. Like if there is any parts of this stuff, how we actually have like crossed and worked together on some stuff.
Mhm.
So what about relationships? So okay, I will say this. Now, one thing about Generation Y, which is you, and Generation Z, I think they see relationships a little bit different. Now, I got I got one good one. So, and even, hey, don't, yeah, I want to see that. And even, hey, are you still there?
I'm here.
Because,
Can-
you hear, okay, my
I'm
computer
here. Your video is moving a little slow. It was like doing some slow motion stuff, but
yeah, it's doing stuff. Okay. So one thing is opening car doors. So you tell me what you feel about a guy opening the car door, and then let's talk about that. That'll be our thing today.
I feel like it reminds me of my grandpa when, a guy opens up the door for a woman. It's the thing to do. I would like that. I mean, yeah, it's the thing to do. Uh, I mean, yeah, it's it's in opening doors.
Okay, it's
I think
in. Is it really in, or is it something that you would like to see come back? Because I don't. Because honestly, from my perspective as a Generation X, I don't see that much in Generation Y. Like not a lot,
yeah,
unless the young man grew up like with his grandparents or great. Like if he grew up around older people, I see it maybe a little bit here and there. But for the
yeah,
most
or
part,
if his
I
mama
don't see
taught
that.
him right. Uh, yeah. I don't see it
If
a lot. Now I don't see it a lot, but
okay,
um,
so how about this? Let's just get real. When you go the last, I know. Okay, let's just say lately or the last few times you went on a date, whenever that was, like, did that happen?
yes.
Oh, did it? Okay, so was you dating old dudes or what?
It's not the older dudes that's doing it, it's the younger ones. Yeah,
So younger than your generation
yes,
or your
younger than
generation?
my generation and younger than my generation.
So they opening doors,
Yes.
car doors.
Car doors, closing car doors, opening car doors, stuff like that.
What?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. So whoever's watching this video, please drop your comment down. Drop something down in the comment section because we want to hear more and more and more, especially if you are Generation Y. We want to know. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your perspective on this.
But
So let me
that
tell you
is
the
rare.
conversation. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say
Oh, it is rare.
it is rare. Yeah.
Okay.
And I feel like my
Okay.
age,
Okay.
I don't feel like people my age are doing that.
Oh, okay.
Car
But
doors.
for you, luckily, you've experienced that. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying though?
yeah,
Even
I
though,
have. But
okay.
not really with my age, but yeah, younger than me.
Okay, so you've been on dates. So that's a whole nother topic. We're gonna talk about it in a couple of weeks. So you've dated guys younger than you. You've dated guys outside of your generation.
Yes.
Okay, so that's definitely gonna be a topic. So if you're interested in that being a topic, dating younger, no matter what generation you're in, dating a generation a little bit younger than you, please drop that down in the comments as well. Let us know that that's something you're interested in, and we're gonna dig into that. I think that's a pretty hot topic. I don't know about y'all, but I think it is. Car doors. So yeah, I think dating in if I date guys in my generation, for the most part, they do open doors as far as car doors, as far as like as we going into restaurants and stuff like that, they open doors. And me in Generation X, if I'm dating somebody outside of my generation, younger or whatever, if they don't do that, I sit in the car. If they don't open the door to the restaurant, I stand there and wait for them to open because I just feel like that's what I deserve and that's what I like.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes, people just don't know. And I found you have to kind of like bring them up to where your quality is sometime. And I had a conversation with a guy one time. He told me that the reason he didn't open the door for me is because a lot of women that he had been on dates with would get mad at him for doing that. Like the women would get mad for him opening doors for them, and they would be like, "I don't need no man to do this, and I don't need no man to open no door." I guess they liberated or something. I don't know what they was,
I
but
think
I
because
don't want that.
women get so used to, we're so used to not getting, having the door open for us that it becomes normal. It becomes like if you have someone open the door for you, it's maybe uncomfortable. You may just say, I
Wow,
can do it myself. So for
that's
me, I have experienced that. If like you said, you would have someone open you will wait. Me, if somebody doesn't open, if the person I'm on a date with or a guy I'm with, if he doesn't open the door, I'm gonna open the door and I'm gonna walk in first.
wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay, y'all. This is in case you just jumping in and you don't know what's going on. We are XY to the Z. We are a new show and we are looking at life and all things fun, crazy, whatever. We're looking at it through the lens of particularly the X generation, which is myself, and
The Y generation, which is
the
me.
Y generation. And we will, like I said at the top of the show, we will have Generation Z and we will have baby boomers uh, from time to time as special guests to get their perspective, their lens, how they looking at life. So yeah. So our topic today, we talking about, I guess we talking about opening car doors, but really we're talking about men being gentlemen. Like at the core of this, we're talking about the different generations and their perspective, I guess, on what being a gentleman is. And I like for a man to come, get out his car and come around and open the door for me, make sure I'm get out, especially if I'm cute and I got just a little heel or something on. I know like I don't need him to do it, but it feels so much better to be able to lean on him a little bit, especially getting out of a car or maybe if he got a truck or a SUV or something. It's just more comfortable. And then when you going in a restaurant or wherever y'all going to the play or whatever, for him to open the door and let you go in first, I don't know. It's just makes my femininity gets excited about that masculinity doing that type of thing. So that's me speaking from Generation X perspective. Kaya,
My
I am down.
well, my generation, I'm wondering if men even care about being gentlemen sometimes.
Ooh, that's good. Is it their fault? Because like I said earlier, like I had a guy, he was probably he might be Generation Y. And he said that even when the reason he didn't open the door for me, and we had a talk. He said the reason he didn't was because other ladies he's went out with, they probably were younger. But they got mad with him when he tried to open the door for them. They were basically like, I don't need no man to do that. I can open the door for myself. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's really something to think about. And do they care about being gentlemen? And do they even know that that's a thing? I mean, because there are other things to being a gentleman. I know a lot of people don't know, maybe not, I don't know, but that if you're walking on a street, let's say you downtown Little Rock in the River Market, or you in New York and you walking down on a Broadway or something, the man is supposed to be on the outside, closest to the traffic. If y'all walking down the sidewalk, like,
Right.
and I see on pictures and videos and all kind of stuff on on Facebook, on YouTube, just on social media in general.
Mm-hmm.
The men don't be on the outside walking closer to the traffic.
Yeah. So in my mind, is like, do they care about stuff like that? Is that doesn't really even go through their mind.
I
But I
think
have had guys I've been around guys that do say, you're not supposed to be on this side of the street. There are some that care. And then there's some that's like,
I think a lot of them don't know, Kai. Do you agree? I think a lot of them don't know.
yeah, I think it's kind of both. A lot of them don't
Yeah.
know. I feel like some of them know, they just not
Well,
really.
you know what? Maybe they don't. Maybe they know, but because the woman don't, she don't make a big deal of it, or she don't say nothing, or she
Yeah,
don't, bring it up. Then
maybe.
they just let it go.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we can't. I don't know. I know we do a lot of blaming. I
yeah,
know women blame men a lot, and then men be blaming
that's
women a
true.
lot. But I really think, honestly, if we get down to it, I think we both have a role to play, and I think we both need to step up. You know,
Right,
our game basically. So
right. Ooh, this is a topic for 2021. Is this 2021?
is it? It is 2021. Actually, today is 2/21/21.
Hmm.
Hmm. Yep. So
Mm,
yeah, this is a topic to be having in this year. You wouldn't necessarily think that's something we would be discussing now, but
right,
it's
because yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's
it's
kind of
still pretty.
different.
It is different, but it's still pretty relevant in a
Yeah, it
strange way.
is. Yeah, it
You know.
is.
I think so. I think so. So we would love to hear especially what the guys are saying. Please drop a comment. Whether you see this on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram, wherever you see this at, please drop a comment. Let us know what your feelings are about. I guess being a gentleman in 2021, like, and then I guess we gonna leave it on the gentleman today, and then maybe one of our next shows we'll go
We
into
coming from you.
the ladies. We'll talk about what it means to be a lady.
Yeah.
Not just a female, not just a. Okay, well, okay, we'll talk about that next. But let's jump in this just 2 seconds, and then we can get back to being a gentleman, the men being a gentleman. I don't know if it's because I'm a generation X, but I can't stand being called a female. Like that bothers me. Like, and everybody's like, this female did this and this female did that. Oh my gosh. I don't know if that's because of Generation X. Talk to me about it, Kaya. What you think?
I don't like being called a female either. I don't
Okay.
even like when I call another woman a female like that. I do that sometimes, but when I do it, it's kind
Right.
of cringy. Like,
Right. You kind of feel yourself, you kind of catch yourself, be like, I don't
yeah,
know, something
yeah,
about it.
something
Don't
about it. Yeah. What is it?
yeah.
What is it about being called a
Mm.
female that's just,
I think it takes away from something about our womanness, our womanhood. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? I think subconsciously to be called a female, I don't know. And then again, I think it has to do with culture. Culture has made it, to me, is made female kind of vulgar, because if you listen to the music, like the way some of the music got, the way they talk about females, this, and I think it's just a negative connotation on it a little bit.
yeah.
I don't know.
What's
I
the
don't like it.
definition of a female?
I don't know. I'll look it up.
Let's see.
Let's see what it is. And being called a woman, you can look up female while you're doing. I kind of talk about this. I know being called a woman really is the truth, because we are the man with the womb, and that's what a woman is. And if you biblical, if you're not, that's cool, but whatever. If you biblical, the woman came from within the man. So we are like the same being, we just have different functions. And so being called a woman is being a part of the male, the man and the woman, the humankind. And I don't know. I must be rather be called a woman or a lady or anything other than a female. Like, I
Yeah,
don't know. It just,
me too. Me too. I
yeah. Did you find what
yeah.
what the definition
Um,
say?
Of or denoting the sex that can bear offspring or produce eggs. Distinguished by biologically,
See, I think that puts us with animals. That's
yeah, by the production
go ahead.
of gametes, which can be fertilized by male gametes. Is that how you pronounce that? Gametes, whatever that is. Um, a herd of female deer, and then underneath it says a herd of female deer. Just kind of like, I guess maybe using it in a
Yeah,
sentence.
that's the thing. I remember learning about that in like biology.
What? You've been learning what?
So I think what it is
You're
that
frozen.
I
Okay, there
think
you go.
what it is when we're called. Oh, okay, I can see my internet. It's telling me my internet is low, but my internet shouldn't be low. But okay, there we go. What I was saying is that we call the female. I think it lumps us into the whole animal kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And so it's when you call somebody a female, you kind of lumping them into with dogs and
Yeah.
what you say the deers. And so
Yeah.
it's kind of putting us into that, and I think that's why it don't feel right.
Yeah.
I ain't no deer.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
and so when we call a woman or a lady, from sheep or dogs or cows or whatever. Because that definition said they can have eggs and gametes and babies or whatever it said.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. And I
so we're
haven't.
gonna leave that. That's a hot topic.
That is a hot topic.
Go
That's
ahead.
a hot topic.
No, go ahead. You haven't what?
No, it's okay because I was probably going to start up something else. Let's just what's on your.
Okay, be waiting for it because we that is gonna be one of our topics. Being called a female, a woman, girl, a lady. Then we're gonna talk about terms, what we speak out our mouth and what we call each other. That's gonna be a whole show. That's gonna be a good show. All right, that's gonna be a good one. So, but yeah, so today we're talking about opening car doors, opening doors, being a gentleman in 2021 in this era. And we're looking at it from a different perspectives. I'm Generation X, and Kaya is
Generation Y. Why
and we're
do we
just
do
telling,
things
we're just
that we
talking
do?
why we do what we do, and especially in the different generations.
Yeah.
And are there?
Why?
We know it's a lot of differences,
Yeah, it's a lot of differences.
but
I
we
can.
also trying to find out where the similarities too. So
Yeah. Yeah. Where are the similarities? In when it comes to men, and being gentlemen, what are those similarities with Generation X,
mm.
Generation Y, and maybe even Generation Z?
Ooh. Okay, so I've worked in education, so I've worked with Generation Z. Um, I think they know a lot of the boys don't care if girls go in first or ladies go in. They don't. They going in. But I've seen a lot of boys who would open the door or wait for a lady to go through. So maybe because some of them are growing up around their grandparents or great grandparents, they kind of pick that up a little bit. But um, I think it's all about teaching. We just got to keep teaching stuff. I think my generation and definitely the baby boomers, they have dropped the ball in certain circumstances, and haven't taught what they probably should have taught.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
that's another topic too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking maybe, being a gentleman is not really necessarily the thing anymore due to how sometimes how women carry themselves.
Mm. That's deep. I mean, we gotta look at the whole thing.
I don't know.
So how do women carry themselves in Generation Y?
You done got me into something.
I got you hit. The
I'm
show
saying with this
is
whole show. I'm talking about with this whole show. You done got me into some stuff.
it's good
Um,
stuff.
I don't know. I told you I don't know much about my own generation because I don't really
Who,
lately
who
I
you know
haven't
about?
been paying attention. Uh
You got friends
because yeah, okay, yeah, my
or
friend,
enemies or enemies. You got enemies,
yeah,
females, females.
um, yeah, I guess you can say I have enemies. Everyone does have enemies, but
Right.
okay, so when you say enemies, are you saying like
I just mean people that ain't in your circle. That
okay.
ain't, people
Oh,
that
so
ain't,
people that ain't in my circle are my enemies?
yeah, not all of them, but some of them could be.
Now this is that's a topic.
For
That's
another show, you gotta stay tuned. We're gonna have some hot topics.
you done got me into something.
She keeps saying it's me, but we both doing this show together, so I don't. But
Ooh.
okay.
What was the question?
So we're gonna stay on topic. And so on topic, and we talking about gentlemen in the era of 2021. So we've been talking about opening car doors, opening the door when you're going into the restaurants and whatnot. And as Kaya mentioned, she's like, maybe some guys in this new era of 2021 don't really care about being a gentleman because of the way ladies in this generation act or carry themselves. So if you think that's true, please drop it down in the comments. Let us know what you think. Do you think men aren't gentlemen now because ladies aren't ladies? Ladies are females now? Is that why they not gentlemen? Maybe so. So Kaya, I guess go ahead and take us out.
um, take us out here.
She did say that. She gonna make me do it. I
Take us.
just mean like lead us out, like so our topic, we talked about everything. You have any last minute thoughts on um the generation, your generation in particular, and gentlemen, what would you like to see as far as a gentlemanly quality in your generation?
Dang. Literally, I have no preference. That's crazy. Is that crazy? I mean, I have a like when it comes to, you know, who I'm around and being a gentleman, if I'm around guys, them being gentlemen, yeah, I care about that. But as a whole, guess maybe I've seen like so much of the opposite of that I don't know if maybe I've lost hope in seeing that.
Wow. Now that's no, we can that's deep. Like we really could that yeah, you got any more to say about that? Or we can leave that like as our ending topic, like our not our topic, but our ending thought of the, for the theme of the show. Like by losing hope. Have you lost hope?
I mean, it just seems like a lost cause to me.
Mm, okay.
But it doesn't mean that it has to be a lost cause, but it just seems like a lost cause. And it's like in this time, I feel that we have to be um, aware of where we're putting our energy, I guess you'd say, paying attention to this generation and men being gentlemen. It's like either you're going to be a gentleman or you're not.
I like what you said about losing hope. I think whether it be your generation, my generation, or even the generation to come, the Z's, I mentor some young ladies and talk to some young ladies, and I think at the end of the day, even if you're not taught a certain thing, I think something inside of us, whether you be a male, a gentleman or a lady, I think there's things you want, and you may not even understand you want that, but I think it's just the natural order of things.
Yeah.
And even if you don't know how to articulate it, you know that somewhere inside you wants that. And it's very important of the feminine and the masculine energy. They need each other to bring balance in the earth,
Right.
So I think when we get out of whack with
Yeah.
the male and the female and the masculine and the female, the masculine and the feminine energy, when we get out of whack with that, I think everything else gets out of whack. And you said something about losing hope. And I think we have to be very intentional with being ladies. And I think men have to be very intentional about being gentlemen. But I also think it's both of our duties to help the other. If a man sees a woman and she's, she all out of character, she doing this, she doing that, woo, 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 woo. Hey, he could say something like, "Oh man, that's not how ladies, ladies, he might get cussed out because the way some of these young ladies are set up these days, they can't hear it because they ain't been taught to hear it, So, and then as a woman, myself, if a man doesn't do certain things, we may have to just require him to come up a little bit and say, I would love for you to open the door for me. That would be such a nice gentlemanly thing for you. And sometimes it's just calling people up to their kingness. You know what I'm saying? Like if you see a king in a dude, but he don't really know he a king, call that king out, say, do you mind getting the door for me? You know what I'm saying? Do you mind carrying my coat for me? So,
I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think that is the simple things that we have forgotten. So yeah, we kind of covered a lot of that today.
Yeah, I agree. It's the little things.
Yeah.
That song by India.Re, we might have to play that or put that down in the comments or something, but it's the little things. And that's what brings joy. That's what brings, peace and stuff like that, those little things. So, well, I'm excited about our very, very inaugural show, X, Y to the Z. I am Darsa Radiant and
Kaya.
That's Kaya.
Call me Kai. I changed my name.
Okay. She done changed her name and she can do that. So that's Kai. I'm Darsa Radiant. And we are excited to have you a part of our new adventure. We'll be back soon. So be checking both our YouTube pages. We'll have all that down in the information below. We both have different YouTube pages, but we should be on Instagram and Facebook too. So, all right. Thanks for hanging out with X, Y to the Z. Drop your comments, and the topic's just gonna get hotter and hotter. Peace, love, and hair grease. What you saying, Kai?
Peace, love, and happiness.
Lemonade, a mixture of all your. Anyway, don't fill up his cup. You got a full picture for that mister, but he might not like lemonade. He might like tea, sweet as can be. Nice horchata or some Pepsi. So be careful if he's thirsty, because what you got may not be what he